Just a lot of grit, man. That was a big football team, very good football team. I mean, they were kind of manhandling us up front, but our defense came through with some clutch stops, a big turnover by Brandon Smith was just Brandon Smith, man. If he's not the best player in the area, I don't know football. For him to make that sack and scoop it and score it, and then the runs he made to kind of put that game away right there on that last drive, I don't know anybody else doing that.
You took a nasty hit there.
They deemed it wasn't unnecessary or targeting, which I do not agree with. I'm looking out for my guy, but he popped right up, said he's fine, and does what he does, man. Goes out and makes plays.
How different was this state championship run compared to the one that you guys had 5 years ago?
I mean, if you knew the stuff this team went through to get here, you wouldn't believe me. I'll just leave it at that.
To have 11 sophomores starting on this team, was it ever an expectation to make it to the state championship at any point this season?
It was just one game at a time, man. That was all. That's all our mindset is. Go 1-0 every week.
What was the turning point of this season when you really realized this team is capable of winning the whole thing?
The 2 losses, when we realized we didn't play our best and we were still in the game, and we knew if we played smarter and better and had better practices that we could make a run, and that's what these guys dedicated themselves to doing.
What does it mean for you to make it to the 2nd state championship in Central High School history? Before you got here, they didn't make it to any state championship.
Doesn't matter unless we win it. That's it, man. And then not just getting there, we got to win it.
Brandon Smith's an amazing player, obviously. In your wildest dreams, do you ever think you have a game like tonight?
Brandon, yeah, there's nothing that he does that doesn't surprise me. That kid's he's just a football player, man. He's a great young man, and he's a heck of a football player, and I'm glad he's on our team.
What does it mean for the community, just last thing, to be going to the state championship and represents the Central Valley among the state's best of football?
Well, I mean, you saw our crowd, man, compared to their crowd. And if this game was the other way, we'd still have that amount of people in the stands. They give us a great support. We feed off them. And I know they'll be down there with Saddleback next Saturday.
Coach, one more question on Brandon Smith. Can you tell us about what his work ethic is like off? When we're not watching him out here.
When your best players are your hardest workers, and they're the ones you never miss, and they're doing everything they're supposed to be doing. It sets the tone for the team, and that's when you have championship football teams.
Is there any added motivation for you in addition to wanting to win this game tonight?
Really, just knowing that people counted us out all year. I mean, just like Gabe said, 2 losses. I mean, we just revenged those, and it came back. People still doubting us, but I mean, we turn people's heads now.
This for your mama's birthday.
Yeah, shout out to Mom's birthday tomorrow.
There's been so many great players that played here, had it nice like this, man. What is it like to be part of that now?
I mean, it feels pretty good, but I mean, you gotta stay humble, keep it going, keep on putting up good weeks, and just keep it rolling.